Howdy folks, welcome to episode 46. Today we're going to do some more work on the base, and first I wanted to show you what I finished up from last time. So here is the trim and the paint job and all that stuff around the outside, and I also put on some lights here on the bottom so that you can see a little bit better if you're running close to the base at night, although I wish they would still increase the range on the lights. It's still a little short range, but that's what the outside looks like. And on the inside, I finished up the floors, so we can take a look at that if I can level off here. So we'll take a look at the floors here. As you can see, I got the pattern in, which looks pretty cool. And so next we're going to get started on the floor on the inside. So why don't I get the ship, since I can't park it on the inside, I think I'm going to park it on the outside. And we'll do this. And we'll turn on our jetpack, and we'll go back in. Okay, so for the second floor, what I wanted to do, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, that's perfect. Okay. So for the second floor, what I wanted to do is the plastic blocks, and then the first floor of the ceiling is going to be these. So let me turn these upside down because those are going to be like that. And so the second floor is going to be this level. So the roof of the first floor is going to be here. And I've got a pattern picked out that I want to do. So I will show you guys what the plan is before I get it all filled in. And there we go, those. And why am I walking so slow? Feels like I'm walking painfully slow. And this is going to come out here. I like the I've always liked the light beams coming off of stuff at sunrise and sunset. That's a neat effect in this game. And we'll take those, and we'll do this and this, and connect these. So the lights are basically going to be in, for the most part, this pattern. And let's see, we're going to have this here and here and here, and then there's going to be a light here, and the same over here. There's going to be this here, this here, this here. It's going to go across here and through there, and then there's going to be a light here. And I will likely paint these yellow because it'll probably look better that way, but we'll see. See if I can do that. Okay, so that's the general idea, and I'll put up a graphic so you can see what the basic design is. And so I'm going to tile this for the entire first floor, and I will see you guys in a minute. Okay guys, we're back, and as you can see, I've got both sides done, and I need to do this middle part. And since this is an even number, I ended up with 10 blocks wide, so what I'm going to have to do is stretch this by 1. So I figured I'd show you guys what I'm doing here. And so I'm going to do the same pattern here, and I'm just going to have to stretch it in this direction. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And so this is basically going to be the same. It's just going to be, if I can get it over there, there we go. Okay, that's the real trick, is getting it over that thing. Okay, so that's going to go like that, and then instead of going across 3, it's going to go across 4. And why does that look like it's not going to line up? You know what? I think actually I have to squish it by 1 instead of stretch it by 1. So yeah, okay. Glad I Glad I double checked. Okay, so this is going to go across here. Yep, that's right. Okay. So I have to squish it by one, not stretch it by one. And this is going to go... Let's see if I can get this block here. Yeah, okay. And we'll go... And this is going to have to go here. Let me get these blocks in here so that I can sit them up against there. Okay, and then this one will go here, and actually that middle one needs to come out. Oh, how am I going to get that out? That's going to be... Okay, I can do this. Okay, there we go. So that one comes out. And then we just fill in the rest. And let's see, this is going to need to go across here as well. Okay, so I just fill these in. And it should be good to go. If I can get off that axis, there we go. Okay. So we'll make this look decent. And fill the rest of this in. So I will show you guys what this looks like in the morning. Okay guys, we're back, and as you can see I finished up the center and the entranceway. So I wanted to add in some kind of thing here. I don't want this to just be a rectangle. So I haven't decided exactly what I want to do. I figured I'd probably do something like this, or even 2 blocks. But I want it to be kind of a big entranceway, so it's kind of difficult. And then the center here, it's just kind of the wrong size for everything I wanted to do, because if I do this, then if I want to bring this back down, then it's not really going to fit right. So I have to decide that later. And but yeah, we've got the ceiling here, and then I wanted to add in a stairway to the second floor. So I figure I would put this, I was going to try against this wall and see how that looks. So yeah, the stuff I just put in I'm going to tear out. And if you notice, I don't have any glass plates in my inventory. I'm not getting anything back for these. And I'm kind of wondering if that's, I assume it's the same for the whatchamacallits, the colored ones too. So I'll have to try that when I do the other side. But let me see where these stairs will fit. So I'm going to put one there, one there, one there, and one here. And then I'll have to put something on the sides, like railing type thing, because this is kind of, probably put some glass on there or whatever. And so this will come up to the second floor. So yeah, let me try painting these and see if we still don't get any glass glass panes back. Ah, you do get them back for those. Interesting. Okay, that's kind of interesting. So I'll have to post that bug report, because the white ones have been like that for quite a long time now. I noticed that quite a long time ago. Now this is the second floor, and obviously this here is not going to be the floor. This is exactly why I did 2 layers. And so let's see here. And watch, we have 2 glass plates. So if we take this one out, we still have 2 glass plates. And if we paint this one yellow and we take it out, we now have 3 glass plates. So you see what I mean with that, and it's kind of interesting. They must have, apparently they didn't add these in by just copy pasting every possible attribute at least. So it's weird. So apparently that means the code does not use the constructor recipe when it decides how much stuff to give you back when disassembling. Apparently those 2 things are separate. But yeah, so we're gonna put up, and you know what, this isn't gonna work because this floor is going to be 1 block higher. So actually this needs to be up here. This needs to come up here. And then the next one is going to be there, and the next one's going to be there. Okay, so I'm going to have to redo this. Okay, so the next one is going to be here, and then here. So that's kind of cool. You can still see our pets as you come up the stairs. And if you notice, this one is stuck here, and if you look on the other side, there's another one that's stuck here. They've been like this for quite a while now, the whole time I've been building and stuff. So apparently they're deciding that they can get to this part of the block, and they're trying to get there, and they're not redetermining any kind of path until they've gotten to their waypoint, and they can't get there. So yeah, they're stuck. And it's interesting that they're not trying to get to this corner. So I will have to also report that one, and why don't I take a screenshot for later. So yeah, let's see. Let me get these stairways put in, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some glass on the sides here and get rid of those. I don't need those in my inventory right now. And yeah, so I figured I'd put some glass across here like this to make it look a little fancier, and probably underneath there, let's see. Yeah, I can get rid of these so I can at least see how it's going to look. Probably put solid blocks underneath there or something, but we'll see how this looks. It kind of looks more like a stairway, although I'm not sure which way I want to do this glass. And I guess that's the next thing we need, is glass that's clear on both ways, because the opacity, whatever, on both sides is kind of, or on one side is kind of, gets in the way in some instances. But anyway, up here, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put pretty much a simple-ish checkerboard type pattern. So it's going to be these blocks and these blocks. And actually, I need to decide on a pattern, because I'm not going to do an actual single block checkerboard. So let me figure that out, and I will be back in a minute, and we'll do that. Okay guys, we're back, and I've got this figured out, what I want to do. So I will lay out the basic pattern so you can see what it's going to look like. And I've got the dark and the light blocks here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I started out in a spreadsheet, and you basically, what you can do is you can lay out blocks in a spreadsheet, you know, just using the whatchamacallit. So I just started with that, and I started laying out pattern, you know, checkerboard pattern, and I started modifying it one little thing at a time, and ended up with this, and I think I like the way it looks, so I'm going to keep it. And let's see, this is going to go out 2 on here, and then 1 on this one, and then it's going to go 2 on this one, and 1 on this one. And you are more than welcome to use any of these patterns in your own builds. I like these. I love these little mosaic patterns. Whoops. With tiles, they're very, like I said before, they're very pleasing to my eye. So I'd love to see more of them in the world. This stuff, it fascinates my eyes. So anyway, that is the basic layout of the dark, and then the light blocks will go fill in the gaps. And this is going to be 1 square. So let me fill in the gaps here with the light blocks. And I think, yep, I can probably do this. Okay. And the Q key doesn't work. Okay. Q doesn't work when you're walking. Okay, so we got that, and that, and that. So this is going to be 1 unit. This is going to be 1 unit of the thing, and the purple sunlight makes it look pink. It's interesting. But yeah, so I'm going to lay this out, and I actually need to put a border where this stairway is, because this isn't an exact multiple. The size of the base is not an exact multiple of the 8 units here. This is 8 and the base is 34 on each side. So I'm going to put a little border where that stairway is to break it up. So I'm going to tile all this off, and I will be back in a little bit. Okay guys, we're back, and I've got the floor finished. So let's take a look here and see what it looks like. I think that's pretty cool. I like the checkerboard. So it's kind of a modified checkerboard, so it's got big checkers, little checkers, and all kinds of stuff. I just kind of threw it together in a spreadsheet, and basically started with big checkers and then kind of tried to break them up. So anyway, that's the second floor, and I've got some decoration to put on the outside. So why don't we do that, and we'll get going here. Let's see, jetpack? Jetpack on. There we go. Okay. So I wanted to put, let's see if I can do this even. I need to put, we'll start here and we'll go down, I guess, because I can't reach in there. And then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So this is going to be the spot where I want to, work. So I need to kind of drill out here, because I need some space. Yeah, I just don't want to, I don't want to make it really super ugly. I don't want it to be like horrible looking, like there's a giant crater or something in the ground, or like it's super uneven or anything. So we'll do this. Okay, and then what I wanted to do is put these, and these are going to go, let's see, these are going to go around the outside. So I want to put this in the middle, and this like this. Yeah. Okay. So here's the space I want to use, and let me get rid of this so that I can get these with the drill too. Probably should have used a flatten tool for this instead, but this should do the job. Now I'm only using the right mouse button so that it drills slowly, and hopefully it'll let me make a little bit smoother. There we go, a little bit smoother contour. Because yeah, even the flatten tool still leaves kind of messy. Still leaves things kind of messy. So I want to put these here. Yep. Okay, so this here and here, and then this is going to go like this, and like this, and like this. Whoops, wrong thing. And this one, and one more, and then these. And is that the right way, or is that backwards? Oh, that's the right way. I like that it actually shows you the really, really opaque, instead of, because they're actually fairly similar on both sides once you actually get them laid down. But okay, so, oh, I turned my jetpack off. Like, why isn't my jetpack working? Okay, so I need to get rid of these. And get out of here.
Whoops, and I just turned my jetpack off again. And I need to get rid of these. Let's see, that should be good. Okay. And this ship. Okay. And let me see if this is evened out enough. I might actually want to just go get a flattened tool, but nah, we'll just leave it like this, because I'm not going to be able to come back and do this later. It's you'll see why. So we will go like this, and let's see. I'm going to go in here, and let's see, factory. Start production. Okay. And I'm going to spawn this in here. And I can't, so yeah, I do need to go get a fill and flatten. So, you know what? I'll be back in a minute. Okay, guys, we're back. And I've got both of them put in. I put on both sides and got them all flattened out. And got the spawners put in so that they're standing there. And so this is about the best you can do with this kind of thing right now. I tried various blocks to see what they can and can't walk over and through and stuff. And even the half blocks, they can step over them because obviously they're pretty big. So yeah, they can actually step over those. So I was unable to do anything that didn't, you know, obscure their feet, because I wanted to just kind of stick them in place and have them standing there like gargoyles. But this is about the best we're going to be able to do with this kind of decoration. Now I will probably lower the ground a little bit out here to try to make that one a little bit more visible maybe. And I also need to put a skirt underneath that and do that. Now these spawners are pretty cool. They actually are not available anymore because they kind of caused some problems, and the devs had to actually put out a hotfix to fix that, and they had to get me. They actually didn't have time to ask me. They pulled the spawner blueprints off of Steam and off of the forums and let me know afterward. But yeah, it had caused some problems. I guess people were using it to grief, and after they mentioned that, you know, I was thinking, I wonder what people would be doing to grief with that. And you know, well, you can see right there. Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. Yeah, so, you know, it would be as annoying as it is hilarious, and, you know, most people don't find annoying and hilarious happening at the same time, although I can, but yeah, you know, so I could see why they would get rid of those very quickly and do something about it. So sorry for, you know, telling you guys that these things exist and then, you know, you kind of can't really use them right now. But I think they said they're going to make them available later on. They're still working on how they're going to do that. Obviously, you know, we need to be able to put monsters in creative mode. So we will be able to do that eventually. And the other awesome news is that the alpha is coming out. They said in a matter of weeks. They just announced it. And so that's going to be really exciting. I assume that means that they're going to have the planets and all the galaxy and stuff. So we'll see what that looks like. And when the alpha comes out, I will be starting a new series, obviously, because I'm not going to be able to keep the same game. So I'm planning on doing what I can within this series within the next few weeks until the alpha comes out, and then we will start a new series at that point. So that's going to be it for episode 46. And why don't you guys join us in episode 47, where I think I need to do some upgrades on the ship. I'll probably build an HV at some point coming up, and also I still need to put a roof on this thing because it doesn't have a roof right now. And I've got some more stuff I want to put on the top. It's not just going to be a flat roof on the top. So join us in episode 47 and we'll do some of those things, and we'll see how much of it we can get done. We'll see you then. Later.